Welcome again to Jeff Finnegan's Wake, the conceptual art piece, Winky Face. I am actually winking too. Where I, Jeff, it's my name, well, it's my nickname, real name's Jeffrey. No one calls me that. Jeff, read to you Finnegan's Wake. It's a book by James Joyce, published in 1939, although this is the corrected version, published after the author's death. So it's called Jeff Finnegan's Wake. I've grafted the word Jeff onto Finnegan's. It's a portmanteau. I like portmanteaus, and it's fitting because this book is full of that kind of shit. We're about to do page 19, but I did say in the last installment that I was going to, so I collect a lot of records, like, vinyl records. And I have this kind of shelving built, or like little frames, so I can have them like held in place on the wall to be displayed, but also easily switched out. Like I got the idea from the record store. That's how they display their shit. So I have those kinds of shelves. I can fit 14 records on there. And previously I had a bunch of Destroyer records, because Destroyer had just come out with a new album at the end of January. And he's put out a lot of material, so I had more than enough to fill all 14 spots with Destroyer records. Then I wanted to do something. I've been kind of on a synthy kick lately. A lot of synths. A lot of kind of cold, wintry, synthy, bleak. Like that's the kick I've been on lately. So I decided to do some like synth poppy type records up in my frames. So the records I currently have right now are, this will be from left to right, top to bottom. First one is The Buggles, The Age of Plastic, which is a really good record. I mean, obviously Video Killed the Radio Star is a untouchable, unimpeachable, but the rest of it's really good too, actually. Then there's Ultravox, the first Ultravox album, which is just self-titled, which is they were kind of early synth band. It's pretty good. We got Radiant Dawn by The Operators, which is the project of Dan Beckner, mainly known for Wolf Parade. Wolf Parade's one of my favorite bands. And this is kind of Dan Beckner. And it's mainly a rock band, but this is kind of the synth rock pop fucking side project of Dan Beckner and his and this woman. I don't know her name. I just know she goes by Devachka, because I think she's Russian or of Russian ancestry. But Devachka, I think, is woman in Russian, but it's also I know it from Nadsat, the language from A Clockwork Orange, which was slang for women. So, and that was based partly on Russian. So she is a woman. Really good synths, really cool. Really good album, came out last year. The next one is Beach House's 7, which is their 7th album. I haven't listened to a ton of Beach House, but I believe they've gotten kind of more synthy as they've gone on. At least this is definitely a synth album. Like there's very few guitars and shit on it. Then we have Pretty Hate Machine by 9 Inch Nails, which is a synth rock pop album, Like it's kind of a little darker, but I mean it got a lot darker on like Broken and Downward Spiral, but this is essentially kind of a dark synth album. It's really good. I like it. Then we have Little Dark Age by MGMT, which was the 2018 MGMT album, which I actually really liked. Then New Order's Low Life, which is pretty good. Got Elegy on it. Then we got Frankie Goes to Hollywood's Welcome to the Pleasure Dome, which of course has the number one smash hit, Two Tribes. No, relax, of course. Then we got the New Pornographers, I think at their most synth poppy, on their 2017 album, Whiteout Conditions. Then we have LCD Sound System's 2017 album, American Dream. And Kraftwerk's, fucking 1983 album, Computer World. Really good. We got Beast Rest, Fourth Mouth by Bear in Heaven. which is a band that I like, especially this album. I mean, the art, the cover art alone, I don't know what it is. It's just so evocative to me. But really good album, too. Then we have Preoccupation's 2018 album called New Material. And then finally, Talk's The Party's Over. So, those are my albums that I have up on the wall. So now, we get to page, if you're still listening, page 19 of Finnegan's Wake, on Finnegan's Wake. Part So T does duty for the holos we soon grow to use of an alphorbit. Here, please to stoop, the Selveran cued petite peas of quite a pecuniar interest in as little as they are the pellets that make the Tumtummy's payroll. Right rank Ragnar rocks, and with these rocks orangutangos wrangled rough and right gorong. Wisha, 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 why did the? Thick is for thorn, that's thuck in its thoil. I guess it's probably going to be thick is for thorn, that's thuck in its thoil, like thumbfools, thrader, thrust for vengeance. What a nice old mess it all makes. A midnight horde of objects, olives, beets, Kimmels, Dollies, Alfreds, Beatties, Cormacs, and Daltons, owlets, eags, who stoop to please, are here, creakish from age, and all now quite epsiline, and old wobbly wobblers, Hodworth a wipe o' grass. See the snakes, worms, every side. Our Durlbin is swarming in sneaks. They came to our island from triangular tear beyond the wet prairie reared up in the midst of the cargan of prohibitive pomfrux, but along landed petty Whippingham, and his garbage cans cotched the creeps of them pricker than our who's there out of man could quick up her what's that. Some divide and some the lot, but the tally turns round the same bailiffson, racketeers and bottle loggers. X on thwax on thrax X and Y's, one by one place 1 by 3 ditto, and 1 before. 2 nurses make a plausible free and idem behind, starting off with a big boa and 3-legged culvers, and ivorgrain jadises with a message in their mouths, and 100-filled unleavened weight of liberomacu to con, and we can till all horrors eve. What a Neanderthal tale to unfurl, and with what an end in view of squatter and anti-squatter, and post-prawn anti-squatter. To say 2 of us be every Tim, Nick and Larry of us, sons of the sod, sons, little sons, yea, and lay little sons, which uses not to be, every Sue, Sis, and Sally of us, Dugters of non, accusative and sure, damn to inventories. True, there was in Nilla's diabos as yet no lumpen papier in the waste and might mountain pen still groaned for the mices to let flee. All was of ancientry. You give me a boot, signs on it, and I ate the wind. I quizzed you a quid, what for what, with for what, and you went to the quad. But the world mind is, was, and will be writing its own runes forever, man, on all matters that fall. Fall something. I don't know. Page 19. That was that. Yeah.